in June 2025, a viral thread on X exposed a marriage scandal involving a UK-based Nigerian woman who filed for divorce after making a shocking discovery about her husband. While both of them appear to be financially struggling abroad, with the woman working multiple jobs and supporting the family, she later found out that her husband had secretly built a duplex in Lekki and owned another property in Ibadan without her knowledge. The betrayal didn't stop there. According to her, according to her post, this man was not only hiding the properties but also pretending to be broke while accepting financial support from her and their mutual friends overseas. That story reignited a nationwide conversation around financial transparency in marriage, asset declaration, property ownership, and whether prenuptial agreements should become a standard in Nigeria, not just for celebrities and public figures, but for everyday couple. We've seen high-profile cases like Dr. Dre's $100 million divorce settlement drama, and of course Tyrese Gibson's messy property battle with his ex-wife. And even here in Nigeria, where some celebrities discreetly acquire properties under aliases of third-party names to avoid future disputes. So yes, let's talk about this. This is interesting. Gang, you're married. You're married. Quincy, we don't know your status right now. But
Single AF. Single AF.
But I'm sure you have a couple of things to chip in.
Yes.
So gang, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
Is it okay, is it right for a man, married man, to keep out certain details, financial and property-wise, from his partner?
Okay, here's the thing. First, just surface level, right? It's not right. But at the same time, can you truly know somebody completely? 100%?
What?
No, seriously. listen. You know what? Let me tell you. Here's the funny thing. Some relationships, I believe how it started and what you accepted is the way it goes.
Okay.
You get me? Some men in this present day have this fear that women are for them for the material things.
Okay.
That some of them don't have, by the way.
Do you understand? Remember Hakimi's situation, whereby the PSG player,
Hakimi,
whereby his wife decided to leave him, thinking that she was going to get all these things, only to find out that it was in his mother's name. So some men try to play smart in case something happens. Because
the same happened to Israel Adesanya.
Do you understand? So some men want to be smart by
that
not
was a
letting
good
you know. Truth be told, some men don't want to let you know all that they have in case something goes wrong.
So ethically, are you saying it's wrong? But
see, know who you're marrying, know who you're ending up with. If that's the kind of person he is, that's the kind of person he is.
So you're not saying it's wrong?
It's not wrong. Now, because
you're not saying it's wrong.
Because it's not as if the guy was hiding 5,000 naira. This was a whole house, whole property in another state, and watching his family suffer. Watching his family beg for aid here and there. So I'm wondering what's up with this guy. You can hide something like this. You can hide another family. So it's scary because I've seen situations whereby women take advantage of what the man has. Do you understand? And at the end of the day, if they split or something goes wrong, they take everything, or they take half, or they run the man out of town, or something happens. So I guess that he's living, I'm not trying to support it, but he's living in a certain kind of fear. Because we've heard stories like this when it's the women that have hidden certain assets. And they got all the support and that they received. So it's now time for us to support this man and be like, what is it about this woman that makes you not want to reveal these things?
That's really where the question is.
Yeah, that's the question.
What is it really, right? So there's certain character traits that your spouse might possess that would definitely be the result of certain things that you would do, right? So in this case, it might just be that the woman we're talking about in question is a frivolous spender, or just waste money or blows through money, essentially. That might be the case. I've seen different cases of that, where a guy hid the fact that they are millionaires, essentially, for about 5 years, because the lady just spends anyhow, but that's a different situation. But in this case, it was going well until I saw that she had to financially take care of the family.
Exactly.
Which spells irresponsibility on the man's side. Essentially, because if you're building...
Irresponsibility.
Yeah, irresponsibility, yes.
Okay.
Yes. on the man's side. I'm mostly, well, what's that thing now? The native man, or what are they calling it these days? The old school man, traditional. Thank you. The man has to take care of the household, but if the woman can afford to chip in, why not? Let's make it a united front. Well, essentially, on this case, it's highly irresponsible for him to allow that to happen, and you're building a house somewhere, you're buying property somewhere else that does not involve her. Now, the highest plot twist would be that, and then we find out the documents have both their names on it. That would be a nice twist.
That would be a nice
then
twist.
Then there's a situation behind it.
Yeah.
But I doubt that. I doubt that. You know, it's just very irresponsible for the most part.
All right. So do you
I see it slightly differently.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I want to look at it from more of a legal aspect, from European way of life, and a cultural aspect from a Nigerian way of life. So on one side, he was irresponsible. On another side, he was safeguarding his future.
Yeah.
So I look at it like this: he's came from Nigeria to the UK. Yes. He's most likely found out that if he divorces his wife at any point in the future, according to UK law, she's entitled to 50% or a percentage that everything he owns worldwide, not just in the UK, worldwide, whether they acquired it together or they did not acquire it together. So he's possibly thinking to himself, hey, I built this possibly before you, you know, it's my money, I want to keep it safe, so I'm going to hide it from you. We start the life together, we build up a future, we build up everything together, and if we divorce, that's what we split. Yeah, so that's potentially one side of it. I'm not going to go into about how irresponsible he was, but to cover his tracks, he had to behave irresponsibly. But then we look at the Nigerian side of it, and where I think it's wrong when you hide things. I've seen a number of cases where the man has died, and literally nobody knows what property he owns, and his family goes into abject poverty. Or his brothers and sisters literally come in, take advantage and hijack it. So is it now about which society you are in determines which is good and which is bad?
But
so as you can see, there's both
the
sides.
Responsibility for the man in both scenarios that you just painted.
The question is this: why are men generally afraid to declare their assets to their partners? And more men right now. I was in a conversation with a friend last night, and he was talking about how he got promoted, and you know, of course, his pay package increased, and I'm like, oh, we should celebrate this, and it goes like, we can't celebrate it because I can't let my wife know, because if we do celebrate this, she's going to find out that this is the situation, and then she's going to let all hell loose. And I was confused. I was like, okay, what are you talking about? And it goes like, bro, you don't understand. My wife's family will move in.
I think so. The dilemma of what you're saying, for me, what strikes a chord is, in this present day, a lot of men are not sure if women genuinely love them for them. They're not sure if women want to be with them just for them or for some other reason. You get me? So that builds on a certain insecurity that makes you ask the question, okay, I'm earning this amount and this is how she's behaving. If I'm earning more, how is she going to behave? How will things change? How will it affect me as a family person in general? Now, if there are children involved, that's another thing entirely. In this case now, my concern is the fact that they're struggling and relying on other family members and friends.
He's ruthless.
Do you understand?
So we need to say, look, certain women are known to overemphasize situations.
Okay, what do you mean by that? Clarity.
Certain women. In this case, she says, oh, we are struggling. Are we struggling because it's your money that's on the table? Are they really, really struggling like that? Because if you think about it, wait, how is he building properties? How is he, acquiring properties and all of these things? And he's not taking care of his family.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
It seems a little bit.
It seems off, right? there's that. I'm not saying all men are responsible. There are quite a number of irresponsible men. But in this case, it seems really off. And then there's the emphasis on struggling like 2 times.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Are they really struggling or is it because it's your money?
They relocated.
You are struggling.
Yeah, they really
That
struggling.
costs money to relocate.
Yeah.
You know?
Somebody
It does.
paid for it.
You just reminded me.
Exactly.
You reminded me of a story. I would not mention the family name because we all know this person here. His wife insisted on living a certain kind of lifestyle by living in a certain part of Lagos and making sure their kids went to a certain school of a certain standard, all on his head. So the problem here is this. This is a woman that said, listen, I can't live in a flat. We have to live in a duplex.
Is this after marriage or before marriage?
While they were married.
Okay, she just developed,
Yes.
she acquired taste.
So she was more like, like a housewife of Lagos type of girl that was insisting. Now, she wasn't contributing to the lifestyle, but she was relying on him. So in her mind now, struggling is not really struggling.
It's 3-bedroom flat.
Do you understand?
In Lekki
That is
phase 1.
struggling.
You get
That's
me?
struggling.
That's struggling.
For-
My own is
yeah.
struggling if I'm in a 3-bedroom flat, if my children are not schooling on the island in an A-list
you're
school,
struggling,
that's
yes.
struggling.
That's struggling.
For other people, that's
It's
not
It's
struggling.
about definition. Yeah, it's relative.
Do you
Exactly.
understand?
Relative.
So
And
are they
she-
really struggling?
So also to add to her list is I can't be in a saloon car. It has to be an SUV.
Okay.
You know, so that's struggling for her.
Okay.
Some people's struggle is some people's luxury.
Okay, so now let's circle back to what the world has become today. Traditionally, men over the years.
I like how
take
you
care of-
pointed at me to say to me.
Yes,
It's good. It's
Yeah, I'm
good.
going-
I like it. I like it. Carry on, please.
Men, generally provide, for their families, cater for everything. But now we've seen the world evolve whereby women, in their different professions now step up and, bring, whatever they can to the table. In this particular situation, where the husband can see that my wife, can bring X, Y, Z to the table, do you think he's taking advantage of that? Or is still like investing in the future? Because whether we like it or not, the property might have been hidden from his wife, but he's got children.
I like this twist. So you're essentially saying, let the woman suffer, provide for the future
that's what
of
I
the
said.
kids. That's what you're saying. So you're trying to say he might be backdoor responsible.
Backdoor responsible.
Bro, man,
Whoa.
I'm sorry. The guy is just weird. I see what you're saying. It makes total sense.
You hear me right, yeah?
I hear you. Let's also bring to the table that, she said they had to take money from relatives and friends.
Yeah.
Nah, man, this dude is just
He's ruthless.
bare
Yeah.
irresponsible.
I'm sorry.
It's
There's
crazy
a,
work.
there's a line you should not cross.
Yeah.
He has
And he crossed
he overcrossed the line.
Do you understand?
He wiped
So-
it,
Yeah.
he drew a new line and crossed that one.
It's fair to say he was totally deceitful then.
Yes.
Yeah, because here's the thing, Olamide. If that man had passed or something had happened to him, you can't take it with you. That property
It's done.
is
That's
gone.
gone.
It's done.
Like he
Yes.
said, a lot of people have passed away and people don't know the properties
Yes.
of the husband.
Yeah.
I
They
agree.
don't know where certain things are. It's gone. So whatever reason why he was hiding that thing, it's gone to somebody else.
Yeah.
Somebody else would acquire that thing. You get me? So it's scary for him to think that way. Maybe he planned on bringing his wife on board at some point before he got caught in this
Which is
deceit.
like, that's what I'm saying. The best case scenario plot twist would be that her name is on the deed or something.
Nah.
But here's the funny thing. Even check this out.
He ain't
Even if
doing
her
that.
name is on
That's
the
the only, that's the
doing
only
that.
possible side.
even if
to-
her name is on the deed and the guy dies without them knowing, there's nothing
How do
she
you
can
know
do
to
about
go and
it.
look for the property? You
No,
still don't know where to go.
I would
if he
think
hasn't left
that-
a will.
I would think that he would have a lawyer.
Okay. Okay, at this point, we'll be taking.
Oh, maybe.
But
maybe-
the most shocking
But
thing is that
the money wasn't
I
enough
think,
for him to get a
be
lawyer.
honest, I think Quincy Jones can do something like this.
Wow.
My plot twist. I won't do the
You have a plot
irresponsible
twist,
home
yeah.
thing. No. I would take care of the house, right? I could. I'll take care of the house. I could build some bare stuff,
And then keep it away
low
from
key
the wifey
for a time being.
for a time.
Also,
It's-
are
But
we-
would her
It's a
name be on it?
possibility.
Would her name
Yes,
be
her
on it?
name would.
then that's
Well,
okay.
I mean,
But
okay.
somebody has to know you
The
have those
lawyer as
properties.
well would know.
Then you're okay.
So are we saying that if they were not suffering and the man was taking care of his family,
It's
they
okay?
weren't borrowing,
Yeah.
it'll be okay to hide property?
It's not as bad.
It's
Yeah.
It's not
thank
as
you.
bad.
It's not.
That's
It's not as bad. I like that.
It's as bad.
No,
Gang is
no,
like,
it's-
bro,
it's
I
not-
can
I
bet
think
you
there's a
gang.
loophole somewhere
I can
in
bet
here.
you gang is currently doing this thing.
No.
kidding.
The way I live my life, my wife, once I walk into the house, my wife knows if I have money or if I'm hiding something. She knows.
No, I wouldn't do
She has
something
a
like
sixth
this.
sense. The
I
Holy
won't do
Spirit just
something
tells her,
like
poop.
I think all in all, it's not fair. You need to bring your
wrong.
partner into.
It's wrong.
It depends
what is
on
wrong is wrong.
It depends on his wife. We need to know her level of craze.
Hey, marry that.
But he has children.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the fact that there are children involved, it doesn't matter how bad the
No, but
wife
what if
might
it was
be.
an exit strategy?
Exit strategy.
So wait.
You know how long it takes to build a house?
I just.
It can't be, the situation can't be that
The one
bad.
they are building, the one they are building,
This guy can do
the
it.
one they
I
are
told you
doing
this
in
guy
2
can
days
do this.
in Lekki. Nah, man, it's not about the duration. What if it's an exit strategy? Because I've also seen a situation where a man doesn't want to be in the UK anymore. He doesn't want to be in the US anymore. He wants to come back home. So, babe, I think we should start planning on how to come back home, over the next 1 year, 2 years. So I go, no, this is where I must die. This is where I live my life. This is where I don't want to have anything to do with Nigeria. And Baba is like, you know what? I think this is it. I think it's over. Let me start plotting or let me start planning how to go. The lady also didn't state how long she had been struggling for, right? Is this a recent development while he was busy building the house? Because buying land in Ibadan will take less, so far the money is in your hand, it will take less than 1 week, 2 weeks, max, 3 weeks safe. Building from scratch. We don't even know if he built it from scratch or he bought, right?
I told you,
if
Quincy
these
can
were
do this.
outright buys, it would fit into the scenario
The way he has
of an
explained
exit
everything.
strategy.
Are you sure you haven't done it to it?
No, I'm still single. But you see, it could be an exit strategy.
could
Look, this
be.
woman is making my
Yeah.
life a living here. We don't even know if the woman is unfaithful. If
Yeah.
the woman is unfaithful, this story changes. Do you see? What if the woman is unfaithful? Bro, I love these what ifs. You should call it something on the show.
What if, yeah?
What if the woman is unfaithful? He's seen it. He's like, nah, man, I'm not doing this. He starts plotting his exit.
Yeah.
I'm building a house here. I'm buying this.
Yeah.
Probably setting up a factory somewhere. Just trying to lay the pipes and lay the ground, essentially. And then gone. And she's out here complaining on X. You should go full time.
All right, at this point, I want to take our social media feedbacks. We have at Shalewa. She says, hello, Olamide, how are you? Please, who is this tall glass of fine wine with white beards on the show
the
tonight?
fine man.
Mr. Mahogany.
Yes, sir.
You called him whoosh. I don't know what that is, but it's with a question mark. Then we have Abinkpe. Abinkpe says, Eva said this issue with Linda Ikeji is not new. She explained that the blog has been ignoring her work since 2012. And this isn't the first person accusing her, though. Then there's a... But please, Olamide, who's the fine man in red again?
No.
They want you to
On the
build house.
side.
They want you to build house.
Adoyin, this one goes to you.
Can be.
Adoyin says, gang finally joined us. Please, don't keep us waiting again. We long for your input.
Wow.
My apologies.
Meanwhile,
My apologies.
where is
We're good to
Okpeyemi and Zainab now? Not heard you guys speak about them in a while. Okay, Okpe is in the PCL, the program's control room. Zainab isn't around for tonight's edition of the Black Table. But
Which
yeah, they are
Zainab
the
are we talking
producers of... It's an all-male ensemble type show.
I'm wondering why we're calling women. Allow us
yeah,
now.
The women.
Allow us, the little one we
We have
have.
female producers. Yeah.
You have the whole 24 hours breakfast show of only women. Enjoy that.
And then we have at Hassan says, while it's not legally mandatory for partners to declare all the assets before marriage, it is highly recommended to do so, especially when considering a prenuptial agreement. Full and frank financial disclosure is crucial for the validity and enforceable. Okay, I don't get what this is, but yeah. Then he further says, this transparency helps ensure both parties understand their financial situations and enter into the agreement willingly and with full knowledge. My humble submission is hello again, gentlemen of the black table. This is such a weird message, but thank you, Hassan. I understand what you're trying to say. We have Ataiwo says Linda was very wrong for taking out Eva's music from the post. Simple. And then we have Daniel. Daniel says Quincy and my brother with that deep voice. It's always nice to see you on the show. Yeah, Quincy.
Sorry, can I ask a quick question? They said that she removed the music. How do you know it was her that removed the music and not Instagram? Because sometimes I do posts on Instagram or on YouTube, and they tell me that this music is copyrighted. Do you want to post without music?
Yes, true.
So it may not have been that she actually did it. It might have been actually Instagram or whoever that did.
I see what you're saying, sir, but it's not.
But it does. But it does happen, though.
Yes, it does.
happen.
It actually happens to certain labels, right? I don't think I should be calling, but certain big international labels, right? Once you're signed with them, your music becomes gets listed under these terms. Yeah. But it doesn't particularly do you any service. But in this case, I don't think that Eva is a part of those people.
Okay, so our final social media feedback comes from Ajoy. Ajoy says...
No, it's not negative. I love Eva, man. It's not negative. It's not.
Ajoy says, Mr. Maogani, we are so pleased to see you here. Then there's a K. Okay, I don't know if that's like a South African thing, but yeah, I get it. So, on this note, I would like to say thank you to all the gentlemen who have been on the black table tonight. 9 minutes, man. Calm down now.
Sorry.
Yeah, we have a tradition that we do here. We do the toast of the week. And because you are joining us for the very first time, we would like you to give us a toast. And, let's see something interesting that we can toast to.
Talk about putting me on the spot
Exactly. Here. There's still one more spot that we're putting you on.
Toast of the week. Yes. And it can be about anything.
Anything.
Anything, anyone.
Anything or anyone.
Yeah.
Both.
You really got me here. That's a rarity in itself. What do I like to toast? Okay, I'd like to toast to all the good women in the world. To those women,
good women
that look after us, because there are a lot of good women that look after us. And I mean, particularly when I look back at my parents, there were mothers that were paying the school fees and nobody ever knew. They were maintaining the house and they were doing it. You give the money to your dad. Your dad pays your school fees, but it came from your mom. So to all the good women in the world, and particularly Nigeria.
Toast to the good ones.
Yeah, to the good ones.
Not all. The good ones.
And finally, there's something we do on every edition of the Black Table. It's called Just a Tip. And just... and just a tip is more like giving an advice, a takeaway.
Very short brief.
Viewers, a brief. So
not too much.
Yeah.
Just a tip on
just
what though?
Just a tip.
Just the
Any
tip you can give. What we talked about tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the tip is, ladies, you need to know your man. You need to do your due diligence before you marry your man. And you need to take precautions for your future and for your children.
Well said.
All right, don't put it all in. That's enough.
Thank you.
It was everything.
Can I give one little toast?
You want to do a toast?
Just a little. Just
a toast. A toast.
A little one.
Okay, let's do that.
To the men that have a little gray in their beards. Sorry, Quincy.
It's somewhere up there, man. Don't let the cameraman have to do this.
A little gray in their beards.
I don't even know what that is.
I want to give my toast.
Okay.
To being young and wise.
Woo! All right, shots fired. Gang, you started it. All right, thank you.
And his age is. Did I tell you his age?
You don't know, I bet you.
Quincy.
Excuse me.
I get your CV.
Excuse me.
I get your resume.
There's never. Oh yeah. Wait. Just a tip. Never put your age in your CV.
All right. Thank you very much. Remember, it's still the Black Table. We'll be back here next week, same time. Remember, the darker the night,
the brighter the stars.
The brighter stars. Good night.
Good night.
And good morning.
Shout outs to the gold ashtray, by the way. I found somewhere this week.